The true price of perfection inside ultra-luxury automobile manufacturing like Rolls-Royce. When a customer purchases a vehicle that costs more than most people's homes, they're not just buying transportation, they're commissioning a work of art. Ultra-luxury automakers have transformed car buying into something closer to haute couture, a collaborative process between craftspeople and clients that can span months or even years. Take the paint process. Most car manufacturers offer perhaps 10, maybe 20 color options, but at the highest echelons of automotive luxury, customers bring in samples of anything, a vintage handbag, a sunset photograph, even a beloved pet, and specialists will match it exactly. One paint specialist explains that they've created custom colors from the most unexpected sources. A client once brought in a piece of fabric from their wedding. Another wanted to match the exact shade of their private jet. Each formula becomes proprietary to that owner. The application process itself borders on obsessive. While standard vehicles receive 3-4 paint layers, these bespoke automobiles can have 15, 20, even 30 individual coats applied by hand. Some finishes incorporate unusual materials, precious metals, crushed minerals, even gemstones to achieve effects that shift and shimmer in changing light. But perhaps nothing illustrates this commitment to individuality better than the pinstriping. On most cars, decorative lines are decals or machine applied, not at this level. The craftspeople use brushes made from rare animal hair, the only material that creates perfectly smooth lines without any texture. Each stripe is painted freehand, which means no two are molecularly identical. And if a client adds one to their vehicle after purchase, the specialist flies to wherever the car is. London, Singapore, Los Angeles, the car doesn't come to them. Step inside and the personalization becomes even more extreme. The interiors are engineered for near total silence. Hundreds of pounds of sound-dampening materials line every surface. Tire manufacturers have developed special foam core designs exclusively for these vehicles. The result? Interiors so quiet that engineers actually had to add sound back in. Complete silence proved disorienting for drivers. Then there's the visual customization. Dashboard panels transform into illuminated art galleries, displaying anything from astronomical charts to family crests to digitized versions of the owner's actual genetic code. The ceiling installations are particularly extraordinary. Thousands of fiber optic lights hand-threaded through perforated leather to recreate celestial patterns. Clients have requested everything from random twinkling effects to precise astronomical recreations of specific dates, wedding nights, children's birthdays, the moment they signed their first major business deal. One technician recalls mapping the exact star positions visible from a specific location at a specific time down to the minute. It required astronomical software and nearly 20 hours of installation. When the client saw it, they were speechless. The upholstery represents yet another canvas. Computer-controlled embroidery machines execute designs, but human specialists spend weeks programming each pattern, considering how different stitch angles will catch light, creating almost holographic effects in the finished product. The most ambitious project? A floral design requiring over 800,000 individual stitches across multiple leather panels. The pieces had to align perfectly. Even a millimeter of misalignment would ruin the entire installation. As one embroidery specialist puts it, there's zero margin for error. They're combining dozens of separate embroidered sections that have to flow together seamlessly. One mistake and they're starting over with new leather. This level of customization doesn't come cheap, obviously. While base prices start in the high six figures, truly personalized examples often exceed $1 million. The most extreme custom build ever completed reportedly cost over $12 million. Yet demand keeps growing. These manufacturers are selling more vehicles than ever, and to younger buyers. The average customer age has dropped by more than a decade in recent years.
Because at this level, buyers aren't purchasing a car. They're commissioning a collaboration between master craftspeople and their own vision, a moving sculpture that exists nowhere else on Earth. And that's what makes these vehicles so expensive, the promise that what they're driving is authentically, verifiably theirs alone.